Good afternoon. It is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I did not go to happy hour last night like I usually do or have been for the last few weeks on Thursdays. I just didn't feel like going to happy hour. The film thing I was supposed to go to, didn't feel like going to the film thing. And then there's this promotion thing with somebody else in the department at work that I had said I wasn't going to because I was going to one of these two other things. I didn't go to that either. One that was way in Tempe. I wasn't going to Tempe. The other one's in Scottsdale, and then downtown Phoenix. Last night's happy hour would have been nice because there's a rooftop bar, but I just didn't want to deal with the stress of taking a light rail or parking. There's one or the other. The light rail was right there by this bar, but does anybody know who is taking the light rail? It's kind of, you don't know what kind of night you're gonna have when you get on there. Like, I've gotten backhanded compliments on light rail. Like, I've never felt like in danger or anything like that, but I know things have happened on there. Luckily, never when I've been on there. I just didn't feel like a parking situation just to get to the light rail and all that. So I didn't go. I just didn't feel like leaving the house. I have gloss on, but my lips are feeling weird, like I wasn't filling in. This is LYS treatment or lip oil is what it says. It's not oily at all. It's lip gloss. I don't know why they call it that, but that's what they do. Just put that on. And then so I'm going happy hour. I don't even know when happy hour starts at this place. We're going to Sushi. One of my coworkers and I, ex-coworkers from when I used to work at one of the police departments, who's now a big wig. I trained her. She used to call me her sensei because I was training her and everything. And obviously, I trained her very well because she's like a big wig now at the department. So I'm like, okay. She used to ask me a million questions, and it's, yeah. And I'm like, I would answer them, but she used to have a million questions. Because of this, and I already dirtied up one of these, which is why I keep buying these at Torrid. When there's a good sale. It's just a black camisole, but it's a nice material. I'm not trying to get this one dirty too, otherwise I have to change again. So we are putting this on today. But yeah, she's been doing great, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad I trained you well. And yeah, I'm glad. So I'm gonna see her. So that's gonna be great. It's also First Fridays, which I totally forgot about, but I'm glad she didn't pick a place downtown because I don't want to deal with parking in First Friday crowds. Because now that it's cooler, it's like 80 something today, 86 maybe. It's gonna be like 79 by the time 6 o'clock hits. And it's gonna be like 89, 90s this weekend. It's like it's fall. Don't come back. Summer. Okay, so I'm gonna put on, y'all saw me do that. I'm gonna put on my primer, and because it's closer, I can literally wait 10 minutes. I don't have to leave till like 10 minutes beforehand. But we're also going sooner than usually. I go to the happy hour at 6. I'm going to this. This is at 5:30. And go out here a little bit. Sometimes my face looks like it's getting better in the places. At night, when I do my night routine, that's when it looks great. And then in the morning, and then it's not bad during the day, but sometimes like I can feel the texture right here. So that's the place where I'm still trying to figure out how to get that better. Otherwise, you know, no discoloration. Just keep using my retinol. Hopefully I'll eventually do what they claim retinol and vitamin C does. And then I'm going to do color corrector today. Why is this stuff on there? Using live tinted I took the cover off. No, there's no name on it. Live Tinted, which is a personal color brand. And I had a whole look ready to go for last night and everything. Like I said, decided not to go. Just didn't feel like going anywhere. I really, like, if somebody, like, if I went to dinner last night, yeah, I would have been like, you know, just a one-on-one kind of dinner like that. I would have been fine. I just didn't feel like, yeah. Sometimes you just don't feel like going places. And I watched The Rock, which is on again right now. Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, if you did not know what I meant by The Rock. Everybody should know The Rock. So it's on again. And I'm sure it'll be on again when I come back. What channel is this on? FXM. I don't even have to really watch it. I could just listen to it. I know the words. It's one of those movies, like, what movie can you watch over and over again? This would be it. And I know the words. And Michael Bean saying, I do not give that order. I do not give that order. Do not give that order. And then all of them firing when they're in the bathroom. That's a spoiler if you've never seen The Rock somehow. It comes on, obviously, a lot. You may know Michael Bean from Terminator 2, not Terminator 1, and then Tombstone. Oh, and Aliens. One of the Alien movies. I don't know if it's Aliens, or the other ones. But yeah, it's a good actor. I'm gonna turn this here. What's I gonna use this else for? I'm gonna use this for something else. I'm gonna go up top. I could use my fingers, but she saw the nails. I can still get up in there like that and everything, but see the nails. And my eyeshadow's been done, even though it's very light. I was going for a very light pink look today. For eyeshadow, it was literally one shade shadow. And then I used bronzer to blend out the edges. And then just a little highlighting color in the palette. Okay, trying not to look orange, even though I won't. And then, so let me show you the eyeshadow palette. It's Sephora collection. This is the Eyestories or Fresh Florals. They always have some of these, usually around the cash register or in the Sephora collection. These are like $6 usually. And so it's like that, just some floral colors. And so I used this one and then this one for the accent. So that's literally only colors I used. And I have little instructions on how to do it and everything as well, which is very helpful for if you're a beginner in eyeshadow. It's very helpful for me. So, but I really just wanted one color or something easy. I didn't want to spend 20 minutes doing a look. I'm not putting lashes on. I didn't need all that. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm going to add powder. And I said I was going to, which obviously I did not. What's in here? Okay, because it doesn't always go back into the tiny holes, no matter how good they say. That's pretty much. And then you're supposed to set the corrector as well. It helps because the foundation I'm using is it's hydrating. So use corrector. And then I'm gonna get these eyebrows because I did not set them. I did use, my mother sent me her Juvia's Place eyebrow gel. It's clear, but I like it. She wasn't using it, so it's been open, but so I've been liking it. I have to buy some more. They don't really advertise those. So yeah. It's supposed to go like that. That's what my mother doesn't like. I'm trying to get it down. Okay, so we're using L'Oreal True Match today. And 10. I don't want nothing too fancy. It's the Sushi. So yeah. So I just decided to use this, and I have a new concealer. I'm gonna use a new concealer, which this is a good shade to use this concealer with, because otherwise concealer is kind of close to my color, my tone, which if I used it with at least 2 other foundations, it wasn't going to show up. So I'm like, let me go with this one because I still have plenty to use. Let's go like this. It's not a full pump, but it always looks like a full pump. I wasn't trying to get a full pump. I just realized it says the shade on the bottle right there. I've been looking right there. That over there. Yeah, because that's how much. It still looks like it's a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to do that. So I'm still using it all. It's just, that might have actually been half a pump. So I think, because last weekend, was it Saturday? No, Sunday. Girls, one of the girls, her mother was in town, and one of the girls needed her fish sad. So we were, she like, oh, she's asking about dinner. So I was like, okay, anybody who wants to come over for dinner? And so I'm like, okay, I don't have to cook. I was going to anyway, I can get Chinese food. So I ended up going over there Sunday night for dinner. Had the best potato salad her mom made. Great potato salad. And they had, what else did they have? They had this like shrimp dip as well. I guess they didn't have, it's hard to find crawfish, so it's like a shrimp dip. That was good as well, with there's some chips. I'm like, I don't need a recipe, just make it and I'll eat. So, but yeah, the potato salad was awesome. Yeah, I forgot to, yeah, just tell her to tell her mom bye. We just left town. There's other stuff. There's a beet salad. They had pine nuts, no, pumpkin seeds, I think. Oh, was that the salad? I don't know. They could tell I wasn't eating them. I'm like, I don't like pumpkin, so I'm not gonna eat pumpkin seeds. See, this is why I need reminded to use this foundation, because I like how it looks. Kind of get kind of close. I'm not trying to cover all of the corrector that I put on because my concealer would do that. It's not really bad week at work. It's just sometimes I work to get to the weekend sometimes. When I actually have stuff to do on the weekends. Like I've just been invited to bowling with one of my friends from Happy Hour. She's like, if I see you go on another hike, but you won't go bowling. I'm like, okay, I'm putting in my calendar now. There will be a Cowboys-Giants game, which is very important, that same time frame. But as long as the bowling alley has like TV somewhere, I'm like, okay, I will be there regardless. So she doesn't think, you know, because I did tell her, you know, when y'all go bowling, tell me and I'll go bowling. I don't know why it's moving out of focus just like this time. Okay, I'm trying to clean my fingers. So, new concealer. Let's turn it this way. Haus Labs in shade, what does that say? Shade 42. It's because of the glare, the way it is on the box. 42, which is medium deep neutral. So if I got 43, that matches my Haus Labs shade. Those will be my neighbors. Well, his friend, they like to talk on speakerphone. And then 40, a lot of beauty people or influencers my shade, usually foundation shade, have been using 40 as their under eye brightener, and I'm like, that's way too bright. They are good at what they do. They blend the heck out of it and it looks fine. That's not gonna work for me. So me and one of the associates, we forgot 42 is right. I ordered 43 during the Sephora sale, which ends on Monday. 43, and then I just kind of playing around and realized, you know what, I need 42, not 43, because 43 is way too matchy. So this is what it looks like if you've never seen it. Let me turn it so you can see. There you go. So this is kind of how it looks with the little H on the top. Similar to the foundation bottle, which no, I did not buy, even though it's a sale going on. 15% isn't enough. If Black Friday, Cyber Monday is like 25% off, I will seriously consider it over Mario, because L'Oreal True Match, if that's considered the same as Mario, you see how nice this looks. I don't know. Okay, so let's get it out. One thing I don't like sometimes about these, they're very hard to get out. Like, I don't know, put it back in, so go like this. And they kind of stick before they come out. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. And let's see, I'm gonna wipe some of it off. It's a new wand to me, so that's why you see me doing it that way. And so see how it kind of sticks out with this foundation, which is why, so I did swatch it before, but I swatched it against foundations on my wrist versus testing it on my face. That wasn't a box, but I decided to keep. I almost was gonna take it back, and I was like, no. As soon as I figured out, I literally did a list of which ones it will look like this against versus, and I was like, no, I like this. I'm gonna keep this. It would have been more of a hassle, but no, I definitely like it. Let's see. Let's spray. So there you go. Blend it out very well there. I might have to put some more. That's how well blended. And it's good for subtle highlighting. Like 40 would not have been subtle at all. Like, you see how subtle this is? I like that because I think I've been gotten in a mood of it needs to be bright like other people. I've seen other people. That could be their lighting. I just went, and sometimes I look at my photos and I'm like, okay, it's obvious until it sinks in. And so I went to look less obvious until, blends in sooner. Unless, especially like this part of my head for some reason, because I have that line, everything sinks into that line. I'm like, why? Even when I blend out. If you're watching this video, and if you hear that, if you understand any of that, Go ahead and tell me what they're saying. Because I almost want to be like, to tell the apartment manager, whatever in the office, like, they're speaking so loud on the phone that, or in the apartment, I can hear them in the apartment, that I understand what they're saying. I can tell you the whole conversation, but I don't understand what they're saying. Okay, so yeah, that's very subtle. That's my upstairs neighbors coming home. Things I know other people have to hear them. It's like, I need you to complain so it doesn't seem like it's just me. Even though they don't say it's me, I'm sure they can figure it out. Because I know my upstairs neighbors like to leave their door open late at night. And I'm like, you have to hear them. Because they have phone conversations on a patio very loudly. I think I just poked myself in the eye. These are new contacts. A new box. Oh yeah. So it looks a little more subtle. Nothing too crazy. That noise was. Like the side of this and blend. I was watching Too Much Mouth. She's like, okay, even if you use a brush, use a sponge after as well. Yeah, I like it. It's more subtle. I'm gonna blend out the edges. We're using Juvia's Place for bronzer. And because of these nails, to put it on, I'm using this handy dandy. To pay my renter's insurance. I have a renter's insurance calendar, which is, I just looked at that. It's due this month. It's fine. They always send it. It pretty much covers, it's already covered. Excuse me. But, I was just looking at the calendar and saw that. I'm gonna turn this over. I was gonna use the sponge for that as well. That's why. But I don't wanna. This works just as well. These little tiny things. My mother gave me a whole bunch of these. I'm gonna say it, Mom. Gave me a bunch of these. And I was like, how am I using these? But yeah, Sephora Sale is still going on. VIB started on Halloween, which at midnight I was up, so that's when I ordered the concealer. I didn't pick it up until Wednesday, because I didn't want to leave my house. After I was in the house, I didn't want to leave the house, so I was in the streets already Wednesday. I knew I was going to be in the streets already Wednesday and be in that area, so that's when I went to pick it up. I swatched a whole bunch of things and I picked it up. And I also got, it's not here, Paula's Choice, a 2% exfoliant. They had a duo with her sunscreen and the exfoliant, which I figure is gonna fix whatever the issues I feel about my face, because I haven't used it in a long time. And I'm like, okay, my face is trying to tell me something, like, get it back. Usually I always get the mini travel size, which is $13 anyway. So $20, you get sunscreen and the mini. I think that's a good deal. Excuse me. What did I eat? I think I didn't eat lunch. I ate breakfast. I ordered Postmates, which apparently is Uber Eats now as well. And I just got this sandwich from Delight Healthy on the go, which I've passed it many times. I've never eaten there. They have a little drive-thru as well. But I do like the app. You can see where the driver is. Because I was like, it was during rush hour traffic. So I was like, please don't go down that street. A main street you normally could go through and be straight up, straight over, easy. And the other way, it's a few more, like maybe a couple more turns. And he smartly didn't go the one way, because one way would have been, we have suicide lanes where 3 lanes are all in one direction. The middle yellow lane, you can't drive in during a certain time. And he wouldn't be able to, and you can't turn at intersection, so he would have never, it would have taken him forever to turn with my food. So luckily he went the other way. So I'm like, okay, at least I know you're familiar with this part of town. Because it's only in Central Phoenix we have 2 main streets where it's suicide lanes in the morning and afternoon for rush hour traffic. Okay. And then let's set. And that was the concealer I was setting, obviously. The part where Nicholas signals to the jets coming that all is taken care of, you don't need a bomb the island. Like right now, it just popped in my head, Sean Connery saying, The Rock is a tourist destination? For some reason, I can't remember the name of that island. It'll come to me later, if not, I know what it is. Okay, and then we are going to wipe the setting powder off my hand. Go back with Juvia's. I'm just gonna start. I started with my nose contour apparently. Setting it, so we're gonna just continue. Side, I'm gonna put more powder there. I washed my brushes the other day, so. So I went outside earlier because I did a package. What's that? I can't reach it. It's Fenty had a sale. Was it last week? 25% off. I'm sorry, I just got an overnight moisturizer. That's all I got. Because I'm sure there's gonna be another sale. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So I can get the little body whipped creams. I want the trio. So that's why I didn't go too crazy. I realized I don't want much else other than those body creams. There's so much time, it's ridiculous. I'll leave that there for now. Juvia's Place again. We're doing Neo. Bring it up a little. Try not to rub the obviously in the house. Sometimes I can definitely hear them even in the house. Yeah, that is so sharp right there. Stomach is growling. I feel like I set that enough. I do realize if I keep doing that and I'm complaining about how crazy it looks, I'm the problem. The problem is me. Okay. Thing about nails is opening things like that that have a little notch. Ones I fell off or loosened yesterday. There we go. That should be easy. I'm trying to think. Sephora Sale. I was gonna buy a brush, but then I was like, I can go to TJ Maxx and get a brush just as good as the Sephora collection brush. I have fluffy ones, and it's the Elf brush. It's I just don't understand the need to talk outside on the patio, on the phone. Every single time, it's like every phone call. All day, if they're here. Which, I don't know what he does, but... Okay, another new product to look. New to me. So Morphe has these sets of, it's a velvet tea type mousse of lipstick, liquid lipstick, and they have liners. So the lipstick by itself is $12. I tried them when it first came out. I didn't like the shade I got, so I returned it. Then liners are $8, so that's $20. They now have these sets for some of them for the holidays for $20. So I saved. I mean, the set was $12. That wouldn't make any sense. So $12 set. Let's line, and the color is Bella. The liner, you can do different liners, which I've seen people do, and the liquid part. There's one dip, and it's gonna dry down hopefully. And I got this some Ipsy's eye pencil, Bodyography. It's brown. I'll actually put it on my bottom lashes, which I find one that never or figure out. I put it on, not even waterproof, not transferred to my lids. This is Sky High, which I like. It has the wand I like by Maybelline, but even if it doesn't get up here, sometimes I'll see it down here. Even though it's waterproof and shouldn't be moving. I'm obviously doing something wrong. I don't know what. So with that, this is my happy hour sushi look. Oh, let me show you the fit. I'm sorry. So like this. Put on sushi. So have a good night.